Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. Today I want to talk about that magical day, the day when your ex finally contacts you. You've done no contact, you've controlled yourself, you haven't reached out to them in any shape or form, and now they finally reach out. Yay! So, you may think, that's it, they're coming back. We're going to get back together. Life will be wonderful again, but not so fast. Just because they reached out does not mean they want to get back together, as is unfortunately often the case. You don't know why they're reaching out. So cool your jets and be smart about this. Because if you did no contact, don't ruin it now in the second phase where they finally reach out. So they text you, let's say, you text back. Not too excited, but not too cold either. And then they text you again, and then you text them again. Not too soon. You're not going to respond within the first 5 minutes. Take as long as you want, actually. However, then they stop texting. Oh no, now what? I've heard of this happening a lot, where you hear from the ex, you're in communication for a few days, maybe even a week, and then poof, off they go. They're gone again. Now what the heck are you supposed to do? I know you're tempted to contact them again. I know you're tempted to think, oh, I did something wrong. In the texting, I said something wrong. I should probably reach out. They have the wrong impression. Maybe I was too cold. Maybe they think I don't care. Maybe they think I don't want them back. No. They were just putting out feelers to see if you were interested, how you were going to respond. And once you reassured them that you're still interested, that you'll probably get back with them, then they were good and they could just continue on knowing that you're still there in the background. Maybe they were having a moment of weakness and they missed you. Maybe something was going on with them in their life and they felt down, they felt vulnerable, and they needed to hear from someone that they knew loved them or was into them. And so they reached out to an ex. That's just a natural act to want to do, especially if you've been rejected by someone else. So let's say they were dating someone and then that person rejected them. Now the natural inclination is to reach out to your previous ex. So maybe that's why they reached out. Or maybe they thought they were interested, but then once they started texting again, or maybe even talking to you, they're like, I guess I'm not that interested. There could be a lot of reasons. So what now? Do you go back into no contact? Absolutely. But now you have to go one step further, which I know you're not going to want to do, but you don't want to get played either. Again, you don't want them to just keep reaching out once in a while, getting your hopes up, and then poof, disappearing like a ghost again. So yes, you're going to go back into no contact, but now, if they reach out again, when they reach out again, guess what? You're not responding. You're not falling for that trick again. Now, the only way you're going to respond to their text or call again is if they specifically say something like, I miss you, I want to see you, I made a mistake, I need to talk to you. That's the only way that you are now going to respond. If it's the same old, like, hey, or what's up, or anything like that, then you're not going to respond, because otherwise you're going to get into a pattern of they contact you, you chit-chat for a few days, and then they disappear again. You feel miserable again. You go through hell again because you had your hopes up, and now you're rejected again. And you may have been feeling good before you heard from them the first time, and now you have a setback. Now you feel like they just broke up with you again. It's like rejection all over again. And so in order to avoid that, you need to let them know that you're not going to play that game where they can just contact you and then disappear. You're not doing that again. I know you're not going to want to do it, but I've just seen this happen one too many times where someone has diligently done no contact. Their ex has finally contacted them, and after a few days, they disappear and they don't hear from them. So I don't want you to have to go through that. Of course, you want to respond the first time you hear from them, but when they disappear, that's it. No more contact unless they're specifically saying that they miss you, they want to talk to you, something along that lines. So if you need more clarification on this, you can contact me at my website, theartoflove.net, where I'm also available for private coaching. If you're listening to this on iTunes, I would appreciate if you would rate and review the podcast. If you're listening on YouTube, thank you for subscribing. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.